Hello, you beautiful bastards, and welcome to my so-called show. Kevin Costner, definitely an actor I've not always been the biggest fan of. Not because I think he's a dick. In fact, he seems like a nice bloke, and I do enjoy his earlier work. But despite showing to be a great director with a passion for storytelling, it's hard not to see most of his back catalogue post-war to World can be seen as, well, dull. But the last 10 years I've seen him make a comeback with Yellowstone that proved more and more that well-written characters and storylines are what makes shows and movies successful.
You don't say.
And after seeing the epic trailer of Horizon, the American Saga Part 1, with its sweeping shots and its historical feel, it was looking like we could be seeing another resurgence of that golden era of Hollywood. Not just with one movie, but with 4.
No way!
But despite that little taster, could Costner deliver on the goods? Well, slutty ladies and not so gentlemen, let's waste no time as we dive into Horizon, an American Saga, Part 1. The story tells of many different characters and what they go through as the story spanned 15 years before the Civil War and after the Civil War in the expansion of the American West. But here it's more of a build-up of getting to know our characters, from the settlers being raided by vengeful Apaches before being taken in by the army, to seeing both sides of the Apache argument trying to determine which is more beneficial, peace or war. Or the old-timer protecting a whore forced to become maternal for a kid whose parents had been taken by the killers hunting them. And the people working on the wagons, travelling from Santa Fe in pursuit of Horizon, the very land that connects these characters. Horizon Part 1 was a passion project for Kevin Costner, but sadly ended up getting stuck in development hell for 30 years. But now that it's finally been given the light of day, does it deliver? There's great performances from a stellar cast, well-executed moral dilemmas that make you understand why these characters are doing what they're doing, the struggles they go through. The cinematography is stunning, and it really makes those long shots of the American frontier come alive, while giving the film that epic feel that makes it so immersive. Even the score by John Debney really adds to the emotional stakes, and it's definitely just as epic as anything from Ennio Morricone, John Williams, or James Horner. Sadly, despite all that's going for it, it's held back by the fact that there's no real narrative. It's all build-up, and that's it. Yes, I know it's the first chapter in a 4-part saga, but even the Fellowship of the Ring still had a 3 or 4 act structure to what was part 1 of the story. And I'm all for movies that take their time in order for us to get to know our characters, but there's been plenty of movies that were shorter and still managed to flesh their characters out more coherently, which leads to another problem. It can get bloated at times, mostly due to scenes that could have been trimmed down in order to give the film more of a flow. For example, there's a scene where Jamie Campbell Bowles and Kevin Costner's character have an exchange during a long walk, and this is one of the many scenes that could have been trimmed down a bit and still would have gotten its point across. And I know Costner really poured his heart and money into this, but even if a scene is well acted, well shot, adds a few layers to the characters, it doesn't mean it makes the film better. And I get the feeling the next 3 upcoming movies are going to suffer the same problem. So Costner, go through the next movies, and if the scenes drag, trim them down. If the scenes don't add anything to the story, lose them. Because despite my problems with this, I do love this movie. I admire the work, effort, and passion that was put into this. Because we need more movies like this. Movies that give us characters we care about, not DEI inserts. Movies made by people who see movies as more than just moving images of people playing pretend. Movies done by people who know what the fuck they're doing, just like Kevin Costner. So overall, despite being a little self-indulgent, it's still an epic, intense, brutal, but emotional and promising start to what is looking like is going to be a great saga. And whether you beautiful bastards are Northern, English or not, thanks for watching, and do remember to like, subscribe, comment and share. And remember to ring that bell for further notifications. And if you wish to further support this channel, then the links are in the description below. But right now, that's me done. And I'm off to the pub.